Hey there, this is Fuzed from Exile, here one more time for another episode of Attacks in Exile, where I will be showing you the best attacks by our clan against the other clan, Gunslingers. Let's check them out. We're going to start today with an attack of my own. I dropped the Barb first to check for spring traps, and then the Giant to lure the clan castle troops. Of course, the poison spell takes out the low hit point troops, and that leaves us with a dragon. Dragons aren't the best on defense, but everyone's using them these days because they're one of the few troops that aren't killed by the poison spell. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my golems now, which will attract the attention of the dragon, while the wizards kill them off. Bring extra wall breakers. That's a lesson I should have learned 1,000 times by now, but of course I haven't, and the mortar takes them out. Now it's up to the troops to break their way through the wall themselves, which they eventually will. And now watch the spells drop. That second one, that was supposed to be a jump spell. I know for a fact that I touched the jump spell and it didn't work. Right there, that's the one. The Dark Spell update seems to have included some kind of a glitch or a bug which makes it difficult to switch between troops and spells. And I'm not the only one experiencing it either. Here is an 8-page thread on the forum of people complaining about just this very thing. So just try to be aware of it and do all that you can to ensure that you have the right troops and the right spells selected before you deploy them. Now watch the Barb King leave the core, focus on that cannon, but then the Archqueen shoots it down, he turns around and goes back into the core to take out the Town Hall. Or does he? So the Barb King goes down, but the wizards are there to have his back. Alright, forget the wizards then. Let's see what happens. Archer Queen to the rescue. She's a good girl sometimes. And I can't really take credit for that quote either. Sin says that in clan chat all the time. On to the next attack from Logan. This one's a go wee wee. He uses a giant to trigger the clan castle troops, and he just can't let those old habits go. He pulls them over to the corner. He probably should have just dumped the poison on him right away, but let's see what happens. Of course, if you're going to zap the troops with lightning, you do need to bundle them up like this because you only get one shot at it. The poison spell is a lot more forgiving because you can just drop it and then the troops can be led into it. Since they can be led into it, you can save a lot of time by dropping the poison sooner. He used a lot of time just now gathering these guys together when honestly he really didn't need to. He does finally drop the poison spell, killing off all but those balloons, and it actually does affect the balloons. It knocks a little bit of health off of them, but it also slows them down, so keep that in mind while using this new spell. Down go the golems, and this raid can get off to a start. That was a well-placed jump spell. It allowed the troops to get into the compartment in order to take down the Inferno and to also jump into the core. The same strike that takes out the Town Hall lands the 50% star as well. A solid 2-star for Logan on a Town Hall 10, and now we're going to watch Medieval Metal take out a Town Hall 9. He goes in with a go wee wipe, opting not to lure the clan castle troops this time. A lava hound emerges from the clan castle. They've become a lot more popular since the poison spell update. It locks onto a golem, which works out very well as the rest of the troops jump into the core. The town hall is down, and the first star is on the board. He reaches 50% and his troops show no signs of slowing down. The Skellies provide a perfect cover for the wizards. And it's 3 stars for Medieval Metal. Now we've got Ian taking on a southern teaser base. It's called a southern teaser because the bottom or the south part of the base is opened up, providing a false sense of security for an attacker to come up from the bottom. You're generally supposed to attack these from anywhere else, but people get tricked into taking it from the bottom. What are you doing, Ian? Everyone knows you don't hit a southern teaser base from the south. We've got another lava hound in the clan castle. Let's see how that complicates things. It doesn't even faze him. He pushes on up into the part of the base where attackers generally get killed off. Ouch, he loses a lot of wizards from those 2 giant bombs. He pushes on up into the base to get to 50%, but he's really starting to look like he's running out of gas. The thing about a southern teaser base is that most of the defenses are at the south, and he's already taken most of them out. Against all odds, Ian sees a southern teaser base, decides to attack it from the south, and 3 stars it. Ian's a rock star. That's how rock stars raid. Now we've got an attack by Mahad. He's one of the newer members of the clan, and he's been really making vast improvements. Can't wait to see what he turns out in the future. He starts this one off with a hog lure to trigger the clan cast. It's a good thing he brought a poison spell because he's going to need it to kill 2 archers. The archers are dead. He drops the golems and begins a go wipe attack. Town hall down, moving on to the rest of the base. There goes the second star. A very clean attack from Mahad. And now WWW wraps this one up with a lava balloon. He gives the hounds a good start and spams the balloons behind him. Just for the record, I don't point out the spam to make fun of anyone. I just want everyone to be aware of it. If we all just plan our attacks a little bit better and think them all the way through, we'll rely a lot less on luck, we'll get a lot more 3 stars, and we'll win a lot more wars. We've all done it, myself included. He uses the poison spell this time to take out the flying skellies from the air trap. The town hall is down. And that will wrap up this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.